Hi everyone, I've just had to tell you about this because it's all about fountain pens. I just heard on the news that they're actually growing in popularity again. I'm really glad about that because I've been brought up with fountain pens. In fact, when I was very young in the 50s, very late 50s, we used to use them and dip them into the inkwells in our desks. So I'm really pleased with this because I was actually brought up with fountain pens, and they're really growing in popularity. Once again, it's the traditional way of writing. It's making a comeback. I don't know why, but apparently that is so. And I'd just like to show you a couple of pens, which I have already. They make an ideal gift, and indeed they're very personal to that person if you give them that gift. You can make a gift to yourself, in fact, as well. That's absolutely lovely tactile things, these pens. This one's a Parker pen. You perhaps can't see that there. Fountain pen. Uses real ink. It's got an ink cartridge actually inside it. I've got another version here. They need not be expensive, although some of them are. The more you pay, the better deal you're going to get, really. The longer they're going to last. And this sort of thing will last an absolute lifetime. I'm very, very pleased with this Parker pen, I must admit. The nib is fantastic and it flows so well across the paper. They come in many different styles, gold or silver, but I think the most popular ones are actually in silver at the moment. But it depends on taste to a large extent, of course. You could even have the pen inscribed with somebody's name as a gift, or even on the box it perhaps comes in. You could have a matching set which would include a ballpoint pen like this. That's the set I got. I got two with it. That's absolutely brilliant. And if you've never used a fountain pen before, though, a little practice might be necessary, and to achieve good results, that is, and perhaps a little planning as well if you're going to write a card out, because of course it can easily be smudged, but if you get some blotting paper, then you can be sure of doing a good job. Now, when you're using a fountain pen to write cards out with, it's got a much better result than using just a ballpoint pen. But like I said, be careful, since it's easy to smudge, and if you make a mistake, sometimes it's best just to leave the mistake there. Try not to touch what you've written for a while, because again you might actually smudge it. But if you get some blotting paper, although it might not be necessary, but if you're left-handed, sometimes the better pens come in left hand or right hand, so depending on whether you're left or right-handed. So especially if you're a left-handed writer, of course you're going to go across the work you've just done, so that's where the blotting paper is a good little trick to use. Good quality paper might actually help here as well when you're writing a letter to somebody, because thank you letters are becoming more popular again as well. Maybe it's a return to tradition and things like that, but I think that's good. Before you write anything as well, especially like a card or something, a little bit of planning might be necessary, like I said. Think about what you want to say first, and then get all the spelling right, do a little bit of practice, etc. And if you do make a mistake, as I say, maybe it's best just to leave it. Sometimes you can correct it and it won't really show that much. But there you go. Here's a little example I did earlier. But like I say, I've been brought up with fountain pens. I don't know whether you can actually see that. Is that a little close? Yeah. That's some of the notes I've just been writing. A lot of students use these fountain pens for notes, etc. But I rather like it. Now, if you're going to do some writing, here's another little tip. Just get something to rest on, a magazine or something, and I've indeed have got one here. I hope you can see this clearly, and do a little bit of writing. It flows so well. I really, really love this. The cat sat on the mat. Absolutely wonderful. Now, my recommendation, if you click on the link below, it'll take you to Amazon, where there's a whole selection of pens for you to have a look at, and I'm sure you'll be happy with them. Like I say, some of the best quality ones are the best to get. They really are good. Maybe you should also get some extra ink cartridges at the same time. But just go for it, whichever style you like. There's gold plated, there's silver, all sorts of things. There's sets, fountain pen sets, so if you like, go for it. It'll make a fantastic gift, you've got to admit, and I'm really pleased with mine. Okay, job done.